Hey everybody, welcome back to Dyson Sphere program. Dyson Sphere program, not project, program. Not Alan Parsons project. Okay, anyway, so yes, here we are, we're back. I'm Joe Mama, your host. And as promised, we are going to start work on some oil production. And I'm kind of excited to do this. This is opening a whole new leg of production here. We need to do this. Hang on. Okay, so I'm going to right-click, let's see, hold Shift, and right-click all the trees, and that will help suck up all these trees. So while we talk, our Jaeger is going to go do some stuff. So yeah, what we're going to do is set up some oil extraction. You can see in the lower right, there's oil seep there. They call it an oil seep. We're basically going to start extracting crude oil from a couple of locations, and we're going to set up an introductory oil refinery facility. So we're going to have to get some more materials, I'm sure, to do this. Hey, I said go get that. Can't you get that? Are you full? By the way, one little thing to keep in mind is you're going to find your inventory gets clogged with things like plant fuel, wood, and if it gets clogged, just hit C, open up your mecha panel, and just dump that stuff into your the fuel for your mecha, for your Jaeger here, and just it helps clear your inventory. You could also do it with this organic crystal stuff, but I feel like that's going to be important, and I don't want to get rid of that just yet. Okay, full disclosure, off camera, I completed a couple of sciences while I was trying to gather up some materials, and one of them is steel smelting. And in order to do what we want to do today, I had to get steel smelting going. Basically, it's just like it is in Factorio, where you smelt iron ore into iron, and then you take that iron and you smelt it, and it becomes steel. So no change there. But yeah, we need it to make these oil extractors and refiners. So here's what we're going to do. You can see there's 1, 2 oil seeps right here. So let's take my already built oil extractors, and let's go ahead and drop a couple here. Alright, there are others, and here's what we're going to do. Do I have enough? Can I make any more of these tanks? No, I can't. Why not? Because I don't have any glass. Alright, so there they are. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up these tanks. Fluid handling allows us to make these tanks, so let's go ahead. We can stack them, and we're going to stack. Can we stack 3 of them yet? Maybe we can.
A storage tank.
Yes.
It is more suitable for storing fluid than
oh, that's max height. Drat.
Each storage tank can
okay.
only store one single type of fluid and can be built vertically. However, once it has been removed, all the stored fluid will be devastated.
Devastated. We'll be lost. You can just say lost. It's okay. So here's what we will do, actually. Let's go to Tech and Upgrades, and I think we have the ability to stack buildings on top of another. Do we yet? Can we do? Yeah, right here, vertical construction. Oh, shoot. We have to have red science. We have to have some of this red science, which we don't have mass-produced yet. And in order to do it, we need, it makes... in order to use it, we have to make hydrogen and compressed or enriched graphite, and we haven't gotten there yet. I mean, we have, but we just haven't started doing it. So let's get out of here. So right now, okay, so we're limited to 2 high, so be it. But here's a little quirk in this game. Fluids right now, actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and run some power. Right now, fluids in this game don't go through pipes yet. They're packaged into little packages, little discrete packages, and they are sent along a belt. It's kind of weird. Okay, let's actually connect these using our little high tension lines here. Right? Okay. And again, as I said before, you can stand next to these high tension lines here and charge your Jaeger. See, as I'm doing right now, you can see if I get up next to it. Does it happen yet? No, not yet. Oh, I'm fully charged. Okay, so it's not charging me right now, but yes, I can stand next to these poles and charge my Jaeger. Okay, so we've got the oil extractor, so what we're going to need to do is run belts, not pipes, but belts from the output, which is here. It is here. Okay, let's get a nice view here. And we can do this. Oh, you know what we're going to do? You know what we're going to do? We're going to set up one of our little three-way, four-way splitters here. So let's put one right here. We're going to have the output for this for these oil extractors go into this splitter, and the splitter will feed into the tank. Now, the nice part about these is, at least, you don't have to use sorters, or inserters, as we like to call them from Factorio. We don't have to use them. The belt feeds directly into the tank from the extractor, so that's kind of cool. I'm kind of wishing I had set this up and rotated it the other way. I didn't think of that, but whatever. Not the end of the world. So let's run our belt to there. Okay. So that's going to keep oil supplied into our tank. And you see there's 70, 71. There's little bits of liquid going into it. So we're going to let that fill up. Now once we get crude oil... you know what? There is something else we can do. There's a weird quirk in this game. So I'm going to put this storage facility right here, and I'll explain why. And I'm going to have a belt running from it. Oops, my bad. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to have a splitter, or a sorter feeding onto the belt. So basically, it's pulling cargo out of an empty storage container, and this is why. Because look at this. If I pick up a belt that's got oil on it, like watch this. You see, I've got 2 drops of oil of crude oil. If I hit X and pick that up, now it just went to 7 drops, which means I picked some up, but just because I edited the belt. But once you have it in your inventory, I can't click and drag this drop into the tank. I can't do it. It just says right click, I can put the item back, or delete, I can discard it. But what I can do is open up the storage unit and just shift click the whole thing into it, and it will feed it. It will feed the oil in discrete blocks, because you can put oil in a storage container, not just the tanks, but a container, and it will store it. I don't know, like containers of motor oil, you know. So anyway, that's something you can do, and it provides me a place to put any crude oil that I accidentally put into my inventory. Okay, so there we go. We've got 2 oil extractors doing their oil extracting thing, but right now the crude oil is a little bit useless to us. So what we're going to need is some oil refineries, and I've got a couple. And the oil is extracted further. Oh, you know what? Let's go ahead and get science going. We need to get something going. Okay. Technologies. And let's see if there's anything that we can use blue science to advance. Okay, electromagnetic drive. I think we can. Let's do that. I don't know why we haven't done that yet. Anyway. What about that? Okay, now we're going to find a lot of technology after this point can only be advanced through blue and red science, and fortunately basic chemical engineering is not one of them, so we'll go ahead and queue that up. What about deuterium? Deuterium, yeah. Semiconductor material, oh, we can queue that one. We'll need that. Solar collection, what about crystal smelting? Nope, can't do that. And solar collection, we'll go ahead and do that because that's on the main quest. We're going to need that. So we've got some science going. That's good. Let's get out of the tech tree. So while oil is slowly collecting in this tank, let's get our... I'm sorry about the darkness. You know what? And I want to bring the oil down here because I want to put my refineries in a less confined place, because we're going to have a bunch of them eventually, and I'd kind of like to create a big oil bus that brings it all over here. Okay, let's rotate it this way. And refinery. Okay, now we're starting to see a more circular grid because we're getting...
This facility will produce multiple products. To divide them, you need to set a filter on the
Yep.
sorter.
Yep.
You can use tab or the arrow keys on the right side of the keyboard to quickly set the filter when building the sorter.
Pay attention to that. We're going to get to that. Because it's there's a little factoid that if you're not paying attention, you will be uber confused like I was. Okay, is that spacing looks off, doesn't it? Yep, it is off. Okay. I missed that the first time I played it. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Right there. Okay. There we go. Alright, so we've got our 4. I'd build more if I could, but right now all I've got is 4. And let's go ahead and run some power. So I think we'll put them possibly here. Okay. Now, here's the trick. Here's a thing. I've got 2 tanks. Can I build any more? Why can't I build any more? What was the reason? What was I needing? I needed glass. Okay, well, we won't worry about that at the moment. But we do need to feed crude oil into this thing. And you do have to select a recipe, even though there really is only one recipe for oil refining at this moment. So pick the one, and it's just called plasma refining. There might be a more efficient way coming, but for now, go with plasma mining, or plasma refining. And, now, let's think about how we want to feed the oil into this thing. How do I want to approach this? Each oil extractor can actually feed a few refiners, but for now, we'll stick with this. And let's put this splitter here. And let's feed... We're gonna do 2 splits here. Let's see. 3 F1. There we go. Hang on. Come on. Oh, look. Turn this off, please. Thank you. All right. Okay, so that feeds the 2 sub-splitters. And let's bring our feed from the tank. Okay, this is going to start feeding the oil into the splitters, which is great. And now the inputs could pretty much be wherever we want them to be. Well, there's inputs and outputs on 3 sides of the refinery. Hang on, did I? Nope, there's our belts. Okay, good. And unfortunately, it does not go straight into the refinery. You actually have to feed them with splitters or with sorters into it. So that's kind of a pain. All right. Okay, so we got those fed. Got that. Got that. I realize I'm taking up way more space than I probably need to be, but just I want to make it all visible, and I want to get to kind of an important point here. Is that these refineries, just like the ones from Factorio, they have a couple of different outputs, and that's important. So here's what we're going to do. we're going to take 2 tanks. And we're going to put one here. And we're going to put one here. They're going to hold 2 different fluids. First of all, let's let this construct the belt already. Our drones are going fairly slow. We've only got 3, and they're going slow. So let's let them do their job and fix this thing up. Get the oil flowing. Yeah, they really do kind of drag their feet, don't they? Yeah, we're gonna have to fix that. All right. Let's get these a little bit closer. And let's come over here and go ahead and feed this. Go ahead and feed the drone some supplies to feed this belt. Okay, basic chemical engineering is taken care of. Great. Is it going to tell us anything? Nope, doesn't look like it. Okay, so like I said, these have 2 different feeds, but in showing you how these work, or not 2 different feeds, but 2 different outputs, I'm going to show you some beautiful uses for the tab key. A couple of beautiful uses for the tab key. So, first is setting up a filter. Now, it kind of told us how to do it just a second ago, but let's see. Let's go ahead and pick one of our sorting machines. First of all, let's click on one spot to get it started, and notice this little window opens up that right near our, right there next to our sorter that says no connection, but then it says filter. It says none. Well, if we hit the tab key right from the get-go, we can cycle between those 3 options: hydrogen, which is one output, and then refined oil is another. Let's go ahead and make hydrogen come out this way. So let's go ahead and pick hydrogen. And then, in order to pick it, we actually have to finalize the choice by making the second click onto the belt. So that's how we do that. Now, here's another great use for the tab key, is when we set up our 4-direction splitter. Now, look at this. We're gonna put this splitter over here, and we're gonna set it up. And we want the splitter. We want it to enter the splitter from the ground level, but we'd kind of like it to have a. We'd kind of like the splitter to be up a level. So let's go ahead and hit tab. Look at this. It cycles through the different types of splitter configurations. That is pretty awesome. Let's go ahead and rotate. There we go. So now we have that option, and we'll put it just like that. Look at that. I mean, that's not even in the tutorial. And now look, we'll watch it set it up, and there we go. So then what we do is we make sure our belt goes into it, and there. So that the belt goes into it. Now if we set up another splitter over here, just like that, and we can set up a couple of them. Alright. And then, we'll make sure the belts are all hooked up to them as well. And then, we can actually start to, let's see, can we run it this way? Yeah, there we go. Now we can actually connect the splitters like this. And there we go. So whatever comes into the splitter here is going to be redirected over top like this. So there you go. 2 beautiful uses for the tab button that are kind of unheralded in the game. So I hope you found that interesting. I know I certainly did. Okay, now we're going to set up splitters over here as well. But in this case, let's go ahead and tab down to our normal splitter configuration. And we're going to actually really only need 3, not 4. So let's go ahead and set them up like that. And our, let's see, F1 to the belt. Okay, so we're basically feeding the belt into our splitters. And I guess I didn't need to make that turn quite yet. So it's got a couple of extra jiggies in it. Big deal. Connect these. Now the refined oil, is that what I said? The refined oil? What did I say? Oh no, the hydrogen. The hydrogen's going to come out this way. Oh, you know what? I screwed up. Right here. This is being fed by the wrong refinery. So let's go ahead and take that out. Can I take just... Okay, I don't want to take the whole refinery. I just want to take... There we go. Right there. Just want to take that. Okay, so let's put another sorter in place. This one will be hydrogen. Cycle it through. There we go. Okay, so I'll go ahead and put these on all of them. And there's our semiconductor material. We got that going. Okay, so now we have the output for our hydrogen. And let's go ahead and feed. The hydrogen gets stored in a tank, so we're going to go ahead and feed that right into the tank. That'll go into one tank. Now let's go ahead. And actually, this one, we can bring it out this way. We can discharge the splitter in any direction we want. So we're going to discharge at ground level and bring the light oil into the tank, to the other tank. Okay, so now what we need to do is let's set up our filters for the light oil, or for the refined oil. Is that what it is? Yeah, refined oil. Ah, drat. Careful, clicked it too soon, too quick. And last but not least, let's feed the oil. Oh, am I too close? Come on, there you go. Let's go ahead and feed the oil into the refineries. There we go. Now we should start seeing the products being discharged into their respective tanks, and it looks like that's already begun to happen. Awesome. So there's our refined oil, and here comes our light oil, or I'm sorry, our hydrogen. I keep saying light oil, my goodness. So there, okay, that way we've got some oil products. Great. Now, while that does its thing, I would actually like to get... I'd like to have another tank made. While it does its thing, I think we should gather materials to make more oil extractors and more oil refiners, to be honest. How are we doing for power? Let's click on the Tesla tower. Where are we at? We're at 35 megawatts, and we are consuming about 16. That is okay. We're 50% demand. Oh, see, now here, look at this. You can really see it now. Look at the grid lines. Let's fly up there. Look at the grid lines. This is one of the polar... I mean, see how the grid lines are? This is obviously one of the poles. But, yeah, anyway, just to kind of let you know what you have to deal with, the grid lines are not always going to be square. Actually, to be perfectly honest, they are never square. But they're very close to it, close to the equator. And the closer you get to the poles, like every map, the squares are less square and more triangular or trapezoidal. Okay, so we've got this going. As I said, I think we need to get some resources. Resources that are going to be helpful for expanding our operations, because I went around the planet. Oh man, you know what? let's alt our way down. We are running out of energy. And let's see if there is anything we can throw into the, if there's anything we can throw into the Jaeger's power. And it doesn't appear that we have anything in the inventory, so... Oh, actually, we might. Do we have any coal? We have that organic crystal, and that can work. But I'd really like to save those as we get them. But right now, let's hang out next to this tower. We'll charge up, and we'll continue here in just a minute. Okay, let's grab some steel. We're just going to go around and grab a bunch of materials here and there. Belts. What do we got? Glass. Yeah, we're gonna need some. Definitely gonna need some glass. Let's see if we can. Oh, you know what? You know what we should do? We should set up a smelting operation. Do we not have any more smelters? I guess we don't. I was thinking we do. We'll at least make one more. And let's create... Do we have another storage unit? Let's go ahead and create a storage unit. Okay, so we've got the smelter. Drop the smelter here. And if I'm not mistaken... hang on. Prismatic glass. The prisms. What can we... how do we make those? Oh, it's made in an assembler. Okay. Okay, so we delete this. And we do have an assembly machine. Great. So let's put that there. And let us put another storage unit here. Okay, and we need to set up a recipe for our assembler. Prism. Gonna make the Pink Floyd thing. Okay. And I'm I'm thinking we run 3 of those. Since it takes 3 to make 1 prism. There we go. Okay, so there we go. We're making prisms. And we kind of need that for some other projects. So yeah, it's good that we have that happening. Oh, what did I say? We're going to make some tanks as well, right? We want to make some tanks. And it looks like we've got plenty of materials to do that. Some brick. Solar collection, okay. Here is our science facility, as we saw before.
The data shows this is a planet without natural silicone veins.
Yes.
However, you can still obtain some by smelting stone ore. While you still need a massive silicone collection, you need to find a planet rich with silicone veins as soon as possible.
Yeah, that is true. So now
you can try to view the whole planetary system, and even the entire cluster, by clicking the star map button in the lower left corner of the screen.
Okay, we're going to get that. So this is telling us what this planet has. Now if we look at our Kit Alpha 2 ice giant, all we've got is combustible fire ice. Now, we can set up, from what I understand, we can set up stuff on that planet and get that stuff. Exactly how, I don't know. And here, on Kit Alpha 4, we've got titanium, we've got stone, we've got silicon. And then we could go outside and find other planets if we wanted to. But I think for now this is where we will. This is where we're going to resign ourselves to for at least the near future. But yes, we can indeed go out and get stuff once we have the ability. But we got to get off this rock. First, we have to wiggle our toe. So let's see. It's got some of that. Got some coils. Oh, see, look at this. Right there. right here we've got, and you know what? Let's go ahead and drop an oil extractor right on it. We've got crude oil in this spot. Let's go ahead and drop an oil refiner right on it, or an oil extractor. And that way we at least know where they're at. You know what I'm saying? Okay, is it going to have power? No, it's not, because now all of a sudden it's not close enough. Alright, so right there, we'll set that up. And where are we at in relation to the planet? Okay, we are... Let's see, if I click on that, this is the South Pole, I guess? Or maybe it's the North Pole. I'm not sure which is which, to be honest. I'm thinking that might be the South Pole. So that, I just got to remember, for orientation's sake, that's where we need to go. But take a look. We've got, if we look at the planet, we've got a whole crap ton of coal right around here. This is all coal. And that's, I'm thinking, is where we need to possibly set up a place to run our power plants. I would like to run them in one location. We also have, do I see an oil seep right there? Yes, I do. So, yeah, we're going to have to study this planet and see where we can start really extracting oil from. And I would really, yeah, we've got one there. I would really like to set up a system by which we bring all the oil to one place on the planet and we refine it. You know what I'm saying? I'd like to do that. But like all Factorio endeavors, it's just, it's probably not going to be a realistic one, at least in the very beginning. So let's click off of that. So we'll put that refinery there, or that extractor. Can I build any more? Oh yeah, seems I can build a few. So let's go ahead and build a few. And how about refineries? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll build a few of them too. Alright, can I charge myself? Is there a tower by which I can charge myself? No, not just yet. Okay, I'm not working on science. That's bad. How about terrain modification? Yes, let's set that up. Crystal smelting? No. Energy storage? No. Dang it. Okay, so it looks like next time we're going to need to start thinking about automating red science. So let's see. What's it actually going to take to automate it? We need... Something we haven't done in this game yet is energetic graphite. That's what it's called. Energetic graphite and hydrogen. Ooh, okay. And we need to be near coal to make energetic graphite. If I'm not mistaken, we can do it with coal. Ah, okay. Alright. So, let's get out of this. Wait, did I not? Crap. I thought I started one. Activate. Yeah, right? Okay. Let's T out of that. And... okay, I think we want to head toward the other pole. So, let's get out of this view. And let's go. Let's head this direction. And let's see if we can start making energetic graphite. Actually, where's our science at? Where's our not sure. Oops. Hang on. That is not the view I wanted. Okay. Okay, now I thought we had some coal up in this neck of the woods, because if we've got coal, yes, we've got it right here, then we can actually use it to start creating energetic graphite. So we've got smelters, yes. And do we have storage? We do not. Let's go ahead and pull the coal out of here. And let's feed it into our mech to kind of keep ourselves going. Right? Yeah. And let's set up our 3 smelters. And let's set up our splitter.
Your production compound has reached a
Okay.
certain scale. Now, click the Statistics panel button at the bottom right corner of the screen to view statistics. It includes the output consumption of each item, electricity data, etc. Use this dynamic data can help you to manage your production base.
Okay, great. So we have statistics. Okay, well, right now, I'll go through that at a later date, I think, but for now, not that big of a deal. Storage? Do I not have storage? I'll start making a couple storage, and also we have to start automating these sorting machines because I'm starting to run out, and they're getting a pain in the neck. They're getting to be more of a pain in the neck to make. Ooh, actually, you know what? Let's... Okay, I'm actually running out of the regular inserters. I'll call them inserters, I'm sorry. They're sorters, but I'm going to call them inserters. Because I'm Factorio. That's what I know, that's what I do. Oh, and right now I have no way to insert them because we have to wait until our whatchamacallit is until our queue is empty. So let's go ahead and lay out some belts, I think, for the time being. And I think this will work. I think that'll work. I made a whole bunch of oil refineries? Is that what I was doing? Yeah, I guess it is. Okay, so what are we making now? More oil refineries. Okay, got it. Okay, so that's going to take a little bit of time. So what I can do, though, is pull this out, and I can put this... Oh, actually, let's pick the recipe. And the recipe is going to be energetic graphite. And then we'll manually feed it in for the time being, just to get it started. I know there's a way to, like, shift copy, but I'm not having any luck with that for some reason. Okay, there we go. And let's go ahead and provide power. Did I do it in all of them? No, just that one. And with this, how much of it do I have? What was it I said? In order to make red science? Is that what I said? Red science, we need energetic graphite and hydrogen. Okay. Problem is, we're a long way from where we consume red science. So we would have to bring all this garbage in a belt down to where the science area is. And so now we're talking about the spaghetti. Definite spaghetti. Okay, really waiting. Okay, so now we've got our components built. Let's go ahead and start feeding this graphite into the storage unit. Alright. Well, excellent. Well, that's alright. So I think what I'm probably going to end up doing is off camera, I'll try to expand our oil refining operations. Just so that this whole thing isn't, this whole series isn't just a lot of grinding. You don't need to see that. We're hitting some of the basic principles, but I think you don't need to see every little bit. But we'll hit key points, and I'll see if I can advance the game a little bit by you know, doing some trivial research if need be, and expanding our capabilities, expanding our power, stuff that you don't necessarily need to watch. But we'll definitely be back for the automation of red science, I think, because that's going to be an important step. Once we get red science automated, we are going to be able to just power through a lot of the science that's keeping us back and restricting us. We get those things researched, and we'll be able to move forward at a much better pace, okay? But anyway, if you like what you see, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and join the Discord, if you will. I'll see if I can put a link in the description. Try to join the Discord for this game if you really enjoy it. Join the discussion. It's just starting out. I'm not even sure it existed when I made the last video, so be sure to check it out. And lots of great resources for this game you'll be able to find there. So again, like, subscribe, check out Discord, and I will see you guys in the next one. Ciao.